Hey there, if you follow my Instagram or my YouTube channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Lena aka Melonenkacke. I'm so much of a fan that I currently now own two boards, a Procyon Endurance and a Drop Square. And to be honest, these boards are nothing short of masterpieces and they deserve their own review. Recently she released the Platypusher, which is a race-winning board in itself, which makes it pretty awesome. I talked to her and she allows me to use her footage to make a shortened video of her full video. So if you're interested, check out her channel, check out her homepage and watch the video there. But without further ado, let's get into her video.
Hi, I'm Lena and today we're going to talk about my world record breaking Ultraskate setup. The Platypusher from the MK Space Truck. In rear we have the MK Axle. The wheels are seismic alphas. In front mint LDP with alphas, and rear downhill mango alphas. I've used seismic bearings and riptide bushings. It's a hybrid deck that is made for pushing and pump. The front has 12 degrees wedge with a 4 centimeters of drop. Rear is a 0 degree. The cool thing about the Platypusher is that it can be set up with 100 millimeters wheels to the same height as 80 millimeter wheels. As you can see here and here, I have risers under my truck. I have riser the truck about 10 millimeters. So this means I can lower the truck's 10 millimeters, making it the same height with 100 millimeter wheels as with 80 millimeter wheels. Or I'll use a 5 millimeter riser and I can set up deck the same height with 90 millimeter wheels.
The nose and tail seem to be very narrow. You can basically use giant wheels with that and really narrow trucks without having to worry about the wheels biting into the board. And at this point I would also recommend to check out my interview with her. She gave some very valuable insights into her riding and her board making and is just all in all a very amusing interview partner. But let's get back to the video.
The cool thing about the Platypusher is that the front is kept relatively narrow. It even has some little wheel wells. With this, you can pump the Platypusher wheel by free even with 100 millimeter wheels and soft bushings. The Platypusher is the newest development in the Melonenkacke house. It has been in the prototyping stage for 2 years. This is currently the V2 prototype and it has been skated for so many kilometers that now after the UK Ultraskate, I can finally say, yes, we can release this deck. It is proven durable and performance is also approved of this board. The Platypusher is ideal for pushing with its low heights. Since the board is reinforced to the rider's weight, it doesn't bottom out.
Small comment from me, I actually was surprised on how much difference it makes to have a board that is designed to work with your body weight. I was always kinda on the edge on flex, but turns out I really love my Procyon Endurance. It opened a whole new performance bracket for me. So what she's saying here is definitely true and matters a lot.
The board itself is low, but it rarely scratches over bumps. I can go over very thick bumps without scratching. The great thing about the Platypusher is that there are no balls sticking out. So the wand hits the balls when going over the bumps, but only you will cause a little scratch on the board. This makes skating a lot safer and you don't have to be aware of your surrounding and where you're skating that much. Due to the 0 degree truck, pumping works incredibly well with a setup that is this low. I can pump efficient and fast over the long run, but I can push comfortably as well. At the UK Ultraskate, setting up the new world record, I skated 425.5 kilometers over 24 hours on this setup. As you can imagine, having a setup this low really helped me going uphill. Also, the lightweightness of the setup helped me to save energy. In the MK Space Truck, I used 4 millimeter distance spacers, a 75A fat cone board side, and an 80A barrel road sides. For me, the MK Space Truck is very stable. It self-centers really, really well, especially with the 4 millimeter distance spacers. So I could push stable for a long time at the Ultraskate. And even when I was tired, I still felt fully confident while pushing.
Lena has made a video about the MK Space Truck where she goes into detail on what she improved compared to her regular reverse kingpin truck. So I'll link it in the description and you should watch that as well.
Normally, with other trucks where the pivots were down, I had a race truck and a truck for training. With this, I could just use my training truck as my race truck, as over time the pivot doesn't really wear down. So I did not have slump at all for skating on the Ultraskate. So I don't need a race truck at all. On the 0 degree axle truck, I use 2mm distance spacers with 98 tall fat cones. The concave pushing seat makes sure that the axle moves more up and down and less sideways. So the concave pushing seat reduces the sideways slop that a typical 0 degree truck in the rear in this shape has. Additionally, this small 0 degree truck is super lightweight. That was the thought behind this complete Platypusher setup. Normally in a hybrid setup you have a 20 degree rear truck wedged to 0 degrees. A complete 20 degree rear truck is really heavy. And with this lightweight truck I can save a lot of weight. The cool thing as well with having this option with the 0 degree truck is giving the opportunity to give different wheelbases. The Platypusher can be built different lengths, so I can even make it a little bit longer for whoever wants to have a longer wheelbase option. The cool thing as well is that when I have to go to the city or have a path with a lot of tight turns, I can just set this truck up with a shorter wheelbase option. With that I can make tighter turns. This is easier to maneuver around in a city with a lot of traffic. If I want to climb faster, I can just use the longer wheelbase option. This also pushes a little bit more stable. This was my preferred option for racing on the UK road. One great thing that you can mount is mud flaps. This here is a front mud flap. As you can see, it has the same 2 holes as here. So it can be easily attached to the front of the Platypusher with only 2 bolts. And again, you don't have to attach it to the truck mounting. Talk about the flex. The Platypusher has a typical carbon fiber flex. This flex stops quick at a certain point and rebounds back. This is a very stable kind of flex. So for pushing, it feels very direct and precise. Because the front and rear is integrated, the Platypusher is quite comfortable to skate. Normally with a platform setup, you have metal brackets in front and rear, and they send a lot of shocks and vibrations into your body. But this dampens the ride quality a lot. Additionally, with carbon fiber, we have reinforced this board against torsion. That's very, very important because especially if the board torsions to the front while you're pumping, the board is twisting by itself. So not all energy is transmitted into the front trough. To save energy, you need a very torsionally stiff setup, especially in front. So this makes it not only good for competitions like an Ultraskate or a marathon, but it also makes it great for skating a tour, because you can skate whenever, wherever with this deck.
And this marks the end of this video. If you're interested, I will have all the links in the description. I would highly recommend watching the full video, watching the interview. I think Lena has just so much knowledge to share, and that of course is mirrored in her race performance. So I hope you liked this supercut of the Platypusher video. I'll have more stuff to come. I will probably have more videos with Lena at some point, I promise. Also, reviews on the drop square and the Precision Endurance are definitely coming, but this will take a lot of time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and see you in the next one. Bye.